Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to measure an offset. If you want to set an offset in your Accutuner or just find out how flat or sharp the piano is when you approach it, and this is the easiest way to do it. There's no FAC involved or anything. You can just kind of go up to the piano and see where it is. Turn the Accutuner on, click tune so you're in tune mode, and then you're going to go down to A3. I'm going to use A3 as in my example. You can do this anywhere you want. So all you got to do is hit A3 and hold down the measure button until the lights stop. When you let go, it's going to show you if you're plus or minus. This one looks like it's going to be negative. You see it's rolling flat. So I'm going to hold down A and hold down measure till the lights stop. Okay, I let up and it says -23. Okay, so this gives you an idea. You can go anywhere, any note you want to. Okay, so that's the easiest way to do it, just in the tune mode with no page. You're not on any memory. You don't have FAC set up in there or whatever. The second way that I like to do it is I like to go ahead and set my FAC and save it to page 1. So you do that by setting your FAC, going to page 1. I'm going to assume that it's already in my page 1, so I go to page 1. And here I'm in page 1. I go up to A3. Now this is a little bit harder. The math gets a little bit confusing, because you can measure an offset, but it's going to have to come off of this number here. So it has 1.5 in the window, and you can hit A, do the same thing, look how flat it looks. You can hold down A3, hit measure. Now you're at -20.6, so you really have 20.6 plus 1.5. That's what you were at 1.5 to start with. So that's the only confusing way of doing it once you're on a page, is that you have to account for the number that's already in the window. And so if you go up to A4, I'll do A4 for you as well. You can see A4 is a little bit flat. It has 11.7 in the window. Now it has 9.3. So really it's only about 2 cents flat, and you can see that roll. So octave up, octave down, it resets it. So you see it rolling a little bit there. It's fine. Let's make A4 roll a little bit further. So now it's really flat. So I'm going to hold down A4, hit measure. When the lights stop, I let go. Now I have -9. But remember, I was at positive 11.7. So you really have to add those together. So it would be, -9. So it would actually be 20.7 basically. -20.7. That's what it is. Now in this mode, you can also do this by just hitting the cents down until it stops. Oh, and then you can kind of adjust it. Hitting the cents up and down till it stops. -9.2, and you have to add on that 11.7, so you have basically -9.2, and you also went down 11 cents as well, so you're at like 20.7 negative. That's how you do it. Let's say that now you want to store this in there. You want to store it in, so you hold A, you say reset measure. It's at -9. And let's say you want to take this down to -20.7. That's where you want to tune the piano. If that's where you want, all you have to do when you're in any mode, mostly in your page here, you'll be in your page, you'll have your FAC set, you'll be in your page 1, you'll have your FAC already scheduled into the tuner, okay? And then all you're going to do is put the -20.7. Let's make it easy. Let's just say we're going to tune at -20, so it'll be easy math. Now watch this. You're going to roll over shift and reset. So shift, reset, it's going to do a little calculation, and then it's going to show you in your screen that you are at a negative number. So shift, reset, offset -20. Okay? Everything went to 0, offset -20. You can do octave up, octave down. You still see the 11.7 is in there. That's just part of the algorithm of the Accutuner. It's not a number that we're really worried about. But you can see that I'm at -20 now, okay? Then I can play the A, and it's almost in tune now. That's a good way to check it. You can play it now that you've done it. Now let's say you want to go a little bit lower. Let's say you want to do a -21. all you have to do is go down to -1. You're already at -20. Now this is how it gets, this is sort of like the gymnastics of the Accutuner. You're already at -20. You can go down to -1 now, okay? And you can hit Shift, Reset. Shift, Reset. Now you're at -21. You see that? Now it says you're at -21, right? So now you're at -21. It's actually pretty interesting. If you want to go back to 0, what do you think you would do? You'd actually put 21 positive cents, okay? You'd give it back 21 cents, basically. You put 21 in the window. Okay, now you're at 21 in the window right here. And then hit Shift, Reset. Shift, Reset. Boom. See, offset 0. Okay, if you want to tune the piano, let's say +4. Let's say you want to tune it at +4. Okay, that's all you'd have to do is put 4 in the window, 4 cents. Give the Accutuner 4 cents. It's pretty much all you got to do. 4 cents, Shift, Reset, roll over that. Now you have a +4. Now when you play A4, it still looks flat, so because we've got A4 at like -20. So now you can tune the whole piano at +4. This is basically how you use this. Once you're in a page, you watch your offset and you can give and take cents to the offset. That's how I do it. I just use a little bit of mental gymnastics math. Now, once I get it set, let's say I get it all set, what I do is I go around the piano like to A3, and I'll check A3 and see if it's right. I'll check A2 and see if it looks like it's about right. Because if you're trying to tune the piano like so -15, you want to make sure that overall the whole piano is around there. Before you do this whole process of floating a piano, remember you're measuring the A's all the way, the A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, and kind of getting a mental picture of where the tension is at the piano. Maybe this piano is really sharp in the middle, but it's not. It's a little flat in the bass, a little flat in the treble. You want to know before you start running offsets what you're doing and where the piano is. You're probably going to do a little give and take when you're doing an offset, but you want to get it as close to possible overall where the tension of the piano is if you're going to be doing, like if you're going to be floating the piano, okay? The same thing can be said if you're doing like a pitch raise and you wanted to add 2 or 3 cents to the middle, or 2 cents every octave, doing a pitch raise without the calculator, which is the way I do it. You can just add 2 cents every time you go up. See, we've already got +4. We've already got +4 in the window, and we're going up here. We're at A2. Let's say I want to add, say you get up to A4. If I want to add 2 more cents, all I have to do is go put 2 cents in the top window, hit Shift, Reset. Now I have +6. Now I have +6. I'm just changing the offset. Now if I get up to A5, let's say I get up here and I want to add 2 more cents, all I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 cents into this window up top, just like this, and then I'm going to hit Shift, Reset. Okay, Shift, Reset. Now it says I'm offset +8. So if you have any questions, let me know. Leave a comment, or just let me know exactly through the comments or through messaging what you have questions with for offsetting in the Accutuner.